To Avengers Baseball, I am RC Robbin. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play a Major League Baseball season from beginning to end against legends past and present, and that's what you'd have right here. Every game of a 162 game season from beginning to end, no skipped innings, no simulated games, all of them on YouTube. This right here is game number 162. It's the final game of the regular season. Honestly, the significance is all gone. The National League West Division has been locked up. Playoff position is slotted in. The Avengers are in first place. They are the #1 seed. They have home field advantage throughout the playoffs in the National League. They are playing their final game of the regular season. Honestly, it's just to finish out the string, see how the final stats go. Bradley Cooper will start, but he'll only go 5, as there's no reason to stretch it. Few organizations games. Roy Oswalt versus Bradley Cooper. Okay. Play full game. Everybody is going to sit down if possible. They are the home team at Crosley Field. Partly cloudy. Bradley Cooper is pitching. Okay, so now let's see. First things first. Ruffalo is going to sit for Benedict Wong, the backup catcher. Anthony Mackie is going to sit for Terrence Howard. Clark Gregg is going to sit for Tom Holland. Dave Bautista is going to play first base. Robert Downey Jr. Actually, hold on. No. Let's make sure that they do this correctly. Okay. Idris Elba will be in right. Robert Downey Jr. will not be the DH. Cheadle. Vin Diesel. Actually, I think I'm... Oh, okay. Chadwick Boseman. Anthony Mackie. So, Holland, Mackie... okay, so everybody who can play is in. So, let's see. How do we set up this lineup? So, let's see. Leadoff man will be... who is the fastest player on the ball club right now? 74-69. Terrence Howard, Benedict Cumberbatch, Robert Downey Jr. Actually, yeah, I like that. Dave Bautista, Sebastian Stan, Benedict Wong, Vin Diesel, Idris Elba. Okay, so Terrence, Cumberbatch, Downey, Bautista, Sebastian Stan, Benedict Wong, Idris Elba, Vin Diesel, Clark Gregg. Let's do it. Sebastian Stan, 19-game hitting streak. Nice. These are your lineups. The Avengers have won their first 2 of this 3-game set against the Dodgers. Final game of the season. All the backups are playing. The plan is to start Bradley Cooper, have him go only 5 innings, and then the bullpen will piecemeal it together. This is a chance to finish out a full 162-game season before the playoffs begin next week. A National League West matchup. Dodgers visit the Avengers to close out the regular season. Let's play some Major League Baseball. The man who voices Rocket Raccoon in the Marvel Cinematic Universe will be on the mound. He's 12-11. He will face Joe Torre, 334, 37 homers, 106 RBIs. Before we go any further, options, gameplay, hitting difficulty is set to All-Star, pitching difficulty is set to All-Star. So, for accountability's sake, don't really care if I win or lose this game since I've locked up the division. But the first pitch is in there for strike one. Hollywood Avengers, 104 wins and 57 losses. 3-game lead on the Dodgers. That's Benedict Cumberbatch at third. And Vin Diesel, I am Groot in center field. Here comes the pitch from Koopa. Fly ball to right center. Diesel makes the catch 1 away. Starting lineup for the Dodgers: Joe Torre at third, Xander Bogaerts at short, Sam Musial in left, David Ortiz at first. Robbie Cano's at second, Willie Calhoun is the DH, Steve Finley is in center, Eric Thames in right, Tucker Barnhart batting ninth, playing catcher. 320, 43 homers, 125 RBIs for the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Here's the pitch from Bradley. Fouls it off, strike one. So the Dodgers came into town only one game back. They had a chance if they won 2 out of 3 to win the division. They ended up losing the first 2 games, and now they are the wild card in the National League playoffs. Deep drive over the shoulder in front of the warning track. Winter Soldier makes the catch for out number 2. 2 outs, up steps Stan Musial. 343, 52 homers, 133 runs batted in. That's some stat line, boy. Fastball inside corner, strike one. Inside, called a strike, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Big Poppy. Grounder to short, fielded by Terrence Howard, throws to first to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Rocket Raccoon, half inning played. Dodgers nothing, Avengers coming to bat. So here we go. Leading off for the Hollywood Avengers. Well, first, Roy Oswalt is on the mound for the Dodgers. 14-10, 5.10 earned run average. Leading off is Terrence Howard, backup infielder, hitting a .139, 4 RBI. Spent most of this season in the minor leagues until the injury to Chris Evans. Swing and a miss, fastball 97. In there, strike one. Count is 0-1. And he pulls the changeup down the right field line out of play. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Howard. Just gets a piece of the sinking fastball to stay alive. Terrence Howard was the first man to play James Rhodes in the Iron Man franchise until he was replaced by Don Cheadle. Changeup outside, 1-2. Again, fouls it off down the left field line. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just misses off the plate. Full count, 3-2. On deck is Dr. Strange, Dr. Stephen Strange. And it's a deep drive to right, but playable for Thames in right field for the first out. Avengers take the field with a makeshift lineup today. Terrence Howard is at short, Benedict Cumberbatch at third. The DH is Robert Downey Jr. First base today is Dave Bautista. Sebastian Stan is in left. Benedict Wong is the catcher. Idris Elba is in right. Vin Diesel's in center. And Clark Gregg, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., playing second base and batting ninth. Benedict Cumberbatch hitting 300. Steps up. Fouls off the high fastball. 96 on the radar gun for strike one. And that's a deep drive. But again, playable for Eric Thames. 2 away. Hit it on the nose, but couldn't get enough air under it. Next up is Robert Downey Jr. He's the designated hitter today. He's hitting .307. He has 26 homers and 107 runs batted in. Normally the first baseman. Fastball outside, ball 1. No score here in the bottom of the first. Nope. Misses with the changeup outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Close, but no cigar. 3 balls, no strikes. Dave Bautista is on deck, hitting cleanup today. He's taking the 3-0 pitch, red light. Outside corner, strike 1. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. He's kept the pitches away, outside corner. And that's a deep drive to center, but playable for Steve Finley. It'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Roy Oswalt. After 1 inning of play, no score here at Crosley Field. Game number 162. Last game of the regular season. This is Avengers Baseball. So we go to the top of the second. Up steps David Ortiz. 306, 45 homers, 123 RBIs. This is a pitch from Cooper. Fastball inside corner, strike one. Grounder to third, fielded by Dr. Stephen Strange. Throws to first, in time, one away. Defensive alignment for the Avengers today. In the outfield from left to right, we have Sebastian Stan, Vin Diesel, and Idris Elba. And in the infield, Benedict Cumberbatch, Terrence Howard, Clark Gregg, Dave Bautista, with Benedict Wong behind home plate. As you can see, this is a makeshift lineup. Robbie Cano, 292, 32 homers, 90 RBI, steps up with one out. Fastball low and inside, ball one. And he pulls it foul. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pulls the fastball foul. Count is 1 and 2. Robbie Cano, borderline Hall of Famer. He may end up with 3,000 hits when he's done. Who knows? Grounder up the middle. Backhanded long throw. Pulls him off. They'll probably give him a hit. Yeah, they will. Scorers table awards Robbie Cano with a hit with 1 out here in the top of the second. Next up, Calhoun, DH. Hit only 185 in the month of September, overall hitting 276. He has 26 homers, 92 runs batted in. Fouls off the fastball, strike one. Fouls the cut fastball back, strike two. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And he yanks it. First base side, foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Runner leads off first. Out in front of the forkball, swing and a miss. Struck him out, there's 2 away. That's the first strikeout of the game for Bradley Cooper. So, left-handed hitter Steve Finley steps up, hitting 265, 27 homers, 90 RBIs. And he fouls it back, strike one. Steve Finley was a multiple All-Star. Fouls it back, 0-2. I don't think he was a Hall of Famer, though. A really good center fielder for the California Angels back in the 80s. And that ball's deep. On the warning track, he will make the catch to retire the side. Almost a 2-run home run for Steve Finley. However, after an inning and a half, still no score. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Drax the Destroyer. Dave Bautista sitting 317. He has 15 homers and 77 runs batted in. Here comes pitch from Oswalt. Pulls it foul, strike one. Change up off the plate, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls off the fastball, 1-2. Dave Bautista. And he rolls it down the left field line, out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he pops it up down the first base line. It is in there for a single at the least. Blue base hit down the right field line. So leadoff single for Dave Bautista. In on his hands, pops it up, out of the reach of Big Papi at first. Just inside that left field line. Check that right field line for a single. Up next with his 19-game hitting streak is Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier. He's hitting .315 on the season. And he pops it up in the infield. Papi on the first base line makes the catch, 1 away. Next up, Benedict Wong, 265, 4 homers, 14 RBIs. Got a lot more playing time once Chris Evans went down with an injury. Starting catcher today. That's headed towards the left center field gap, and it will roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third and heading home is the runner. Throw to the plate is not in time. It's an RBI double. Batista scores. RBI double for Benedict Wong, protector of the Sorcerer Supreme, and it's a 1-0 lead for the MCU. Even the B team can get out in front. So, runner in scoring position. Up steps Idris Elba in right field today. 272, 10 homers, 56 RBIs. That looks like it might be a bloop base hit, and it will be. He's charging home. The throw to the plate is not in time. It is an RBI single for Idris Elba. Hemdahl sees all, and the MCU now leads 2-0. The pitching coach makes the walk out to the mound to talk to Oswald. I am Groot. Vin Diesel steps up, center fielder today, hitting 275. Fastball looked high and outside, called a strike. Count is 0-1. Elba leads off first. And that's a line drive into the left field corner, and it will roll, bounce off the sidewall, and that perhaps will prevent the run from scoring. And he's going to stay at first. He was thinking about second, but he'll stay at first with a single. First and third, and only one out. I am Groot. Vin Diesel with the single. Next up, Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Clark Gregg, 202, 2 homers, 13 RBIs. Got a runner at third and less than 2 outs. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Blocked nicely. Throw to first. He's back. Count is 0-1 to Clark Gregg. And he pops it up to center. Might be deep enough. Finley makes the catch. Tagging and coming home. The throw to the plate is up the line. It's an RBI sacrifice fly for Clark Gregg. Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and the MCU leads 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. So 2 outs, runner at first. Lineup turns over for Terrence Howard. Jams him, pops it up. Cano makes the catch to retire the side. But they do score 3 times. And after 2 innings of play, it's 3-0 MCU. So we go to the top of the third. Up steps Eric Thames. 217 batting average. He has 18 homers, 40 RBIs. Part-time player. He's in right field today. Here's the pitch from Bradley Cooper. Fastball in there, strike 1. Swing and a miss to cut fastball, strike 2. Count is 0-2. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball. At bat will continue. Deep drive. That ball's got a chance. It's gone. Eric Thames hits a solo shot to lead off the third, his 19th homer of the season, and it's a 3-1 ball game. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. This is a 3-1 lead for the Hollywood Avengers in the top of the third inning. This is the final game of the regular season, game number 162 of the long season. Welcome to the broadcast. Next up, Tucker Barnhart, the catcher, 262, 11 homers, 54 RBIs. 2-run lead for the Avengers. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. The fastball, strike 1. Fouls off the cut fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Barnhart. Change up inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count will remain 2-2. Pops it up. Out of play. Again, fouls it back, and it's a battle. One hopper to the third baseman. Clark Gregg throws to first. In time, one away. So the lineup turns over for the Dodgers. Joe Torre's up for his second at-bat. He's one for, no, check that, he's 0 for 1. He flew out in the first. Here's the pitch from Rocket. At the knees, strike one. Joe Torre leads the National League in base hits with 224. Cut fastball at the knees, count is no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, the inside fastball struck him out, there's 2 away. Second strikeout of the game for Rocket Raccoon. Here's the replay as I sip my coffee. 3-1 lead for the MCU. Xander Bogaerts steps up, 2 for 9 in this series. Does not have a hit yet today. And now he does, as he lines it down the left field line into that corner. Throw to second will not be in time. It is a 2-out double for Xander Bogaerts. And they will have a runner in scoring position. 43rd double of the season for Xander. 10-game hitting streak. And the tying run will come to the plate here in the third. Here's the replay. So next up is Stan Musial with a chance to tie the game. Pitches inside, I guess. Looked like a strike. Called a ball. Count is 0-1. He's been largely quiet this series. Swing and a miss at the fastball. 97 on the radar gun. Strike one. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's a line drive. Base hit. And it's a 3-2 lead for the Avengers on the RBI single by Stan Musial here in the top of the third. RBI leaders entering play in the National League. Luis Gonzalez of the Milwaukee Brewers, 148. The Incredible Hulk Mark Ruffalo in second place. As you can see, Stan Musial's on the list. Big Poppy's up. Tying run is on base. Fastball inside, ball 1. Looked like a strike on the inside corner. Called the ball. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes. Robbie Cano on deck. Swing and a miss at the fastball. He had the 3-0 count. He had the green light. Fouls off the changeup. Count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner at first will be off on the pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. The high fastball struck him out to retire the side. But they do give up another run. And after 2.5, it's the Avengers leading 3-2. So Benedict Cumberbatch steps up to lead off the bottom of the third against Roy Oswalt. He's 0 for 1. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. 4 for his last 9. That's a 444 clip. Grounds it. Big Poppy throws across his body. Nice athletic play from the big man. Oswalt covering for the first out. Next up, Tony Stark. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the pitch. Little late on the fastball, lines it down the left field line, out of play for strike 1. Pops it upstairs behind home plate. Count is 0-2 on Iron Man. And he fouls it off to stay alive. Count will remain 0-2. Might have been ball 1. And again, just gets a piece of the curveball this time to stay alive. Way out in front in the dirt. Barnhart strike him out, throw him out, and there is 2 away. Struck him out swinging. Next up, Dave Bautista singled and scored a run in his first at-bat. Up there with 2 away. And that's a line drive caught by Robbie Cano to retire the side. A quick inning for Roy Oswalt. We will go to the top of the 4th. End of 3, 3-2 Avengers. Up steps Robinson Cano, singled in his first at-bat in the second inning. Fastball 97 on the radar gun, in there, strike one. Grounder up the middle. Field, oh no, got under his glove. That's a single, I believe. I have to think that if Anthony Mackie was out there at shortstop, that he would have made that play. Next up, DH Willie Calhoun. Fastball low, ball one. Pop up, short left field. There is Terrence Howard for out number one. Pitch speed comparison brought to you by Topps Playing Cards. Bradley Cooper is edging out Roy Oswalt 98-97. But the matchup that really counts is 3-2 Avengers. Up next is Steve Finley, who flew out in the second. Runner at first. Pitch, again, trying to get that inside corner and will not give it to Bradley Cooper. So it's ball one. Swing and a miss at the changeup. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner leads off first. Pops it up behind home plate, out of play. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls off the cutter. Grounder in the hole and through. It is a single for Steve Finley to the opposite field between short and third, and there'll be 2 on and 1 away. Reagan Gamer T2. Reagan Gamer 2. Hey, I'm doing great tonight. This is game number 162. It is the final game of the regular season. The Avengers have already clinched the division. They've already clinched home field advantage. This is just the last game of the season with very little significance. It's a skeleton crew in the lineup. All of the backups are playing today just to make sure that none of the starters get hurt. And that's a line drive, base hit. Rounding third and heading home is the base runner to throw to the plate is up the line. It is an RBI single for Eric Thames. And this ball game is tied at 3 here at the top of the 4th inning. However, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for jumping in. I appreciate your presence as always. Please like the video. Please, if you have not already, subscribe to the channel. Up next for the Los Angeles Dodgers is Tucker Barnhart, 0 for 1. Runner at first and second. Fastball at the knees, strike one. The Avengers have won 104 games. They're 104-57. Swing and a miss tied him up on the inside part of the plate. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. I stop in every so often into your live streams. I like what you do. That's a line drive. Foul. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. For those of you that may stop into this live stream on replay, check out Reagan Gaming. Broken bat, past the pitcher, charging. Oh, and he drops the ball and everybody's safe. Of course, Mr. Reagan. They're going to give him a base hit. The broken bat infield single that Terrence Howard can't come up with it. And the bases are now loaded with 1 out for the leadoff man, Joe Torre. The manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to warm up Jose Castillo and Blake Trinan. Well, it's the final game in the regular season, Sing Venus Unicorn. Welcome to the live stream. What that means is that after the holiday, after the Christmas holiday, the playoffs will begin. There are 3 rounds of playoffs, and the Avengers have won their division, which means the season does continue. There will be more games, but these games won't be in the regular season. They'll be playoff games. Each game will be more and more important. The quest for something called the World Series. The manager is going to go to the mound, going to talk it out with him and say, listen, I need you to just get out of this inning with this ball game tied. Give me what you got. Give me what you got, Rocket. Fouls it off, strike one. So there will be more games singing the Shinnocorn, I promise. Ground ball up the middle. 6, 4, 3. Double play, side retired. However, they do score another run. And after 3.5 innings of play here in this final game of the regular season, this ball game is tied at 3. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier. Popped up in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. Oswalt deals. Checks his swing, pitches outside, ball 1. Sebastian Stan is in the middle of a 19-game hitting streak. Low and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Chases a high fastball, swing and a miss. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. That was ball 3. Need to show a little more patience. High, 3-1. On deck is Benedict Wong. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Roy Oswald. And he fouls it back. Count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sebastian Stan is the Winter Soldier in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Bucky Barnes. And again, he's late on the slider. Fouls it down the right field line, and the count will remain full. 3-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. And did he go too far? No, he did not. And it's ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Sebastian Stan. So his team on offense gets him back into the game by tying it up at 3. What's the first thing he does? He walks the first man he sees. That will give any pitching coach acid indigestion. Next up is Benedict Wong, who has an RBI double today. He's 1 for 1. Backup catcher getting to start. Oh no! Almost had him picked off. He took a step towards second. Luckily, the throw to first was offline. And he fouls off the curveball, strike 1. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Barnhart. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Wong. Benedict Wong plays the character called Wong. That's kind of weird in the Doctor Strange franchise. Fastball outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner leads off first, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Inside, hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is Hemdahl, Idris Elba. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And it's a shallow fly ball to center. There is Steve Finley to make the catch for out number 1. Next up, Idris Elba, who has an RBI single today. Runner at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing, pitches outside, ball 1. Runner leads off first. And he swings at the high fastball, fouls it down the left field line. Check that right field line. Out of play. Count is 1-1. Pitch out, but nothing doing. Stan is not stealing. So the count is 2-1. Quick throw to first. He's back. 3-3 ball game here in the 4th. Inside, another 3-1 count. On deck is I Am Groot, Vin Diesel. Throw to first. He's back. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Roy Oswald, who's 14-10 this season. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Ball 4. And there'll be runners at first and second with 1 away after 2 walks by Roy Oswald here in the 4th. Need a sip of my coffee. Got to recharge with some caffeine. Did he break his wrists? I don't think he did. So, Vin Diesel, the voice of Groot in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, has a hit in his first at-bat. Runners at first and second, 1 out, playing center field today. And that's a scoop, throw, 4-6-3 double play, retired the side. So, no runs no hits, 2 walks at the end of 4 innings of play. It's still a tie ball game here at Crosley Field. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the top of the 5th. Up steps Xander Bogaerts, who's 1 for 2. Xander plays for the Boston Red Sox in real life. He's 3 for 10 with a home run in this series, in this 3-game series. Line drive over the head of the first baseman and into right field. It's going to be a leadoff single for Bogaerts. And the go-ahead run is on first base for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Next up, Stan Musial, who has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Inside, ball 1. And it's a lazy fly ball to center. There is Vin Diesel. He makes the catch for out number 1. I am Groot. I am Groot translates loosely to I have caught the ball. So 1 out, up steps Big Papi, David Ortiz, who played for the Boston Red Sox as well at the turn of the century. Cut fastball in there, strike 1. Power hitter who won championships at the turn of the century. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is a single for Big Papi. There'll be runners at first and second and 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Still tie, but the Los Angeles Dodgers are threatening here in the 5th. Bradley Cooper, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 10 hits. Obviously doesn't have it today. Up next is Bradley Cooper. Manager is going to send the pitching coach out to talk to him, calm him down, discuss strategy. Robbie Cano is 2 for 2 with 2 singles today, but he's not going to go to the bullpen yet. This game carries very little significance. Fouls off the fastball, 95 on the radar gun for strike 1. Robbie Cano's 4 for 9 with a home run this series. Inside, off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners lead off first and second. 4, oh no, it's past him, and will go all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. And it'll be an RBI double for Robbie Cano and a 4-3 lead. No, they're not going to give him a double. They're going to give him an E4. They're going to say that Clark Gregg at second base should have come up with that ball for an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. He lifted his glove up, causing the error. That could have been a double play inside retired. However, it's a 4-3 lead for the Dodgers. I can't believe he left the pitcher in. I can't believe it. Still in. What is the manager thinking? Deep fly ball to center. There is Idris Elba preparing for the throw. Got it stuck in his hand and he scores. It's a sacrifice fly and an RBI. And it's a 5-3 lead for the Dodgers here in the top of the 5th. Willie Calhoun with the RBI. 2 outs, up steps Steve Finley, who's 1 for 2 with a single in the 4th. Ground ball, Cumberbatch over to first, pulls him off the bag. He's safe, and the inning will continue. It's probably an E5. Let's watch this. The B team is showing troubles on the diamond. Let's watch this. Oh no, pulled Batista off the bag. He's safe, and this half inning will continue. And you know what? That's going to be all. The bullpen. Blake Treinen, I'm going to put him in the game. That'll be all for Rocket Raccoon. In relief is Blake Treinen. That is bad Reagan gaming. That is, absolutely. Blake Treinen is a September call-up from the minor leagues. He's only pitched in 4 games. He has 8 1/3 innings pitched. Thames sets. Pitched sinking fastball outside, ball 1. And that's a line drive. Base hit to right field. 1 run will score. The ball will go to the wall. Rounding third and heading home is the runner. The throw to the plate is not in time. It is a 2-run double for Eric Thames and a 7-3 lead for the LA Dodgers here in this final game of the regular season. Error on the manager for leaving the pitcher in. You are correct, sir. The manager, this guy, should have changed the pitcher. Four-run lead for the Dodgers. Next up, Tucker Barnhart. 1 for 2 with a single. Checks his swing, pitches low, ball 1. 7-3 here in the top of the 5th. Fastball inside, ball 2. Count as 2 balls, no strikes. Runner at second in scoring position. 2 outs. Deep drive, but foul. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike. Grounds it, foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Misses, down and in. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is the leadoff man, Joe Torre. And he pops it up. Foul territory in play. Batista makes the catch to finally, mercifully retire the side, but not before 4 runs cross the plate for the Los Angeles Dodgers. After 4.5 innings of play, it's Los Angeles 7, the Avengers 3. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Up steps Clark Gregg, who hit a sac fly in the 2nd. Clark Gregg is Phil Coulson, the agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. And he pulls the curveball foul down the left field line, out of play. Strike 1. Outside corner with strike, or did he swing? Regardless, it's count as quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Off the plate, 1 and 2. In the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Gregg. And that's a line drive, base hit to right, leadoff hit for Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Next up, the lineup turns over. Terrence Howard is 0 for 2. Terrence Howard played James Rhodes in the MCU before Don Cheadle replaced him in Iron Man 2. First pitch is low, ball 1. That's a line drive headed towards center field, and it will be caught. Gorgeous catch. Gave up the body. Steve Finley makes the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. Thought that might drop in, but that's a gold glove play right there. We should watch the replay. Where's the replay? Here it is. Got his uniform dirty. So 1 away. Next up, Dr. Stephen Strange, 0 for 2. Benedict Cumberbatch. Gregg leads off first. Big lead. Curveball outside corner, strike 1. Quick throw to first, he's back. Off the plate, count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Cumberbatch. Four, 6, 3, double play, side retired. So 5 innings completed. It is an official ball game here at Crosley Field as the Dodgers lead 7-3. So we go to the top of the 6th. Joe Torre steps in. He's 0 for 3. He's 1 for 11 in this series. Keep in mind, the Avengers won the first 2 games of this 3-game series. Today, they would have been going for the 3-game sweep. Pitches outside, ball 1. This is kind of like a giveaway game in order to prepare the team for the playoffs. Out in front, swing and miss, count is 1 ball, 1 strike on Torre. Ground ball to the third baseman. Strange throws to first, in time, 1 away. So 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Next up, Xander Bogaerts, 4 for 11 in the series, 2 for 3 today. Fastball, sinking fastball, strike 1. Looked like it was high and outside, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is quickly No balls and 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit. Kicks off the sidewall, throws to second. The throw to second is not in time. It is a 1-out double for Xander Bogaerts, his 3rd hit of the ball game. Oof. Kicks off that sidewall towards the Winter Soldier, but fortunately he cannot get the throw in time. Too much speed rounding the base. Up next, let's go to the manager's office and the bullpen, and let's warm up Ed Norton. Manager is going to make a mound visit, talk it out. Stan Musial's 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Fastball low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Looked like a strike on the inside corner, but called the ball. Count as 2 balls and no strikes. Stan Musial has 52 homers on the season. And he looked like he was making a bid for 53. Hit it hard but foul. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner leads off second. And there's number 53. That's a 2-run home run for Stan Musial. And it's a 9-3 lead for the LA Dodgers. My God, man. He crushed it. Ah. Here's the replay. Ouch. Good thing Blake Trinan is not making the playoff roster. So 9-3 lead here in the 6th. David Ortiz is 1 for 3. Fouls it off, strike 1. Fouls it off, strike 2. Count as no balls and 2 strikes. Grounder to second. Fielded by Clark Gregg. Throws to first in time. And there are 2 out. So 2 outs, up steps Robinson Cano, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Just gets a piece of the sinking fastball, strike 1. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive past the shift. Throws it to first, not in time. It is a 2-out single for Cano. His 3rd hit of the ball game. Beats the shift. And the manager is going to go to the bullpen and bring in Jose Castillo to pitch to the left-hander, Castillo. Castillo, again, another September call-up. He's pitched in only 3 games. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Runner at first, 2 away. 2-seam fastball, again, swings and misses. 2 quick strikes on Calhoun. Just gets a piece to stay alive of the slider. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Runner leads off first. And that's a line drive, base hit to center field, racing over. He will make it to third. He's going to second, actually, and he's going to make it. It's a double for Willie Calhoun. Double number 32 on the season. Runners at second and third with 2 outs now. And they are pouring it on. It's already a 6-run advantage for the Dodgers in this game. So Steve Finley is up. 2 runners in scoring position. He's 1 for 3 today. Fastball in there. Strike 1. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball. It is getting bad, Reagan. I appreciate your loyalty. Thank you for watching, even though it's turning into a bad game. Honestly, I expected it. I took all of my starters out. Swing and a miss, struck him out, side retired. However, they scored twice on the 2-run home run by Stan the Man Musial. After 5.5 innings of play in the final game of the regular season, the Dodgers are winning 9-3. Doesn't bother me that much. Last game of the season. Next week, the playoffs start. So, playing DH today is Robert Downey Jr. You love baseball? Well, so do I got to be honest with you. Thank you for being here, Reagan. I appreciate it. Line drive. Foul. Into the seats for strike one. Tony Stark has 26 homers on the season. And that might be number 27, but no. Lines it to right. And there's one away. Next up, Dave Bautista, 1 for 2 with a single. Fouls off the fastball, strike one. Thank you for the compliment, Reagan. I really appreciate it. I love baseball video games, but I also like doing the play-by-play. It's like a whole nother game inside the game. And he's late on the sinking fastball, slicing out of play. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Drax. In the dirt, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roy Oswalt is in a good position to win game number 15 on the season, if things stay the way they are. That's a deep drive. It's headed for the left field corner, and it bounces in there for a ground rule double. Double number 40 on the season for Drax the Destroyer. First of all, I thought that he might catch it. Then I thought that it might be a foul ball, but instead it lands just inside the chalk, right on the chalk, bounces up into the side stands for a grounds rule double. Next up is Sebastian Stan. He walked in the 4th. He's 0 for 1. He's riding a 19-game hitting streak. Swinging to miss out in front of the slider, strike one. Fouls off the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Bucky Barnes. Bautista leads off second, 1 out here in the 6th. Strike 3 called at the knees. Stan can't believe it. He thought it was low. That's Roy Oswalt's 2nd strikeout of the game. Here's the pitch. Was it low? Looked low to me, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. So nevertheless, it is out number 2. Next up, Benedict Wong has an RBI double today. He's 1 for 2. And he skies it to center. There is the center fielder to make the catch and retire the side. So we go to inning number 7. At the end of 6, it's a 6-run lead for the Dodgers. Ugh. So leading off the top of the 7th is the right fielder Eric Thames. He's 3 for 3, a single, a double, a homer. He's a triple shy of hitting for the cycle. Triple is the hardest one to get. Here's the pitch from Castillo. And that's a deep drive. Back goes I Am Groot to the wall. Makes the catch with his hand on the wall for out number 1. Gave it a ride, but not quite far enough. Now batting. 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up, Tucker Barnhart, switch hitter, batting now from the right side against the lefty, Louis Castillo. Tucker Barnhart is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. And it's down the right field line. It looks like it's heading for the stands, and it will be in the stands for strike 1. Bloop, down the right field line, foul ball. Count will remain 0-2. Line drive caught by Dr. Stephen Strange for out number 2. Nice reflexive play from the third baseman, Stephen Strange. So 2 outs, lineup turns over for the Dodgers. Joe Torre is 1 for 12 in this series. He's 0 for 4 today. Line drive caught by Terrence Howard to retire the side. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. It's a 9-3 lead for the Dodgers here in game number 162. Every game on YouTube. No skipped innings, no simulated games. All of them. And now the playoffs start next week after the holiday season. Idris Elba leads off the bottom of the 7th. Pitches low and outside, ball 1. Idris plays Hemdahl in the Thor franchise. Low and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Low and inside, 3-0. On the 3-0 count, will he have the green light? No, he will not, because they never swing on 3-0 pitches. Never, never, never. Ball 4 walks him, so 4-pitch walk.
Now batting.
So next up is Vin Diesel, who voices Groot in the Guardians of the Galaxy. I am Groot. He makes a lot of money for saying 3 words. And he pops it up. Out of the crouch is Barnhart. At home plate makes the catch for out number 1. Considering they're down by 6, he should show a little bit more patience at the plate. Next up is Clark Gregg, who's 1 for 1 with a walk and an RBI single today. Runner leads off first, 1 out. And he pulls it high and deep, but foul. Strike 1. Inside with the sinking fastball, count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Elba leads off first, 9-3 lead for the Dodgers. That's the line drive, and it is in there. Dunks into right field for a hit. He's going to go to third. It'll be runners at first and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. So they are threatening. It's a 6-run game. So the Dodgers still have this game well in hand, but up next is Terrence Howard, who's 0 for 3. And that's a line drive, base it down the right field line. 1 run will score. Rounding second and heading to third is Clark Gregg. It'll be second and third on the RBI double by Terrence Howard, and the score is now 9-4. LA Dodgers lead. Here's the replay. Line drive over the head of Big Papi and down that right field line. So next up, Dave Parker, the manager of the LA Dodgers, makes the call. He wants the left-handed pitcher out of the bullpen. Takes the ball from Roy Oswalt. Oswalt can win, he cannot lose. He's given him 4 runs, and he is responsible for the runners on base. In the relief is Chris Russin, who's pitched in 56 games. He's 7-2 with a 4.60 earned run average. Left-handed hitter against the lefty pitcher. This is Benedict Cumberbatch, who's 0 for 3. Sinking fastball outside corner, strike 1. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. A single could make this a 3-run game. Just gets a piece of the changeup, fouls it off, and the count is no balls and 2 strikes to Cumberbatch. Here comes the pitch from Russell. Pops it upstairs behind home plate, out of play. Count remains 0-2. And he pops it up in the infield, caught by Xander Bogaerts. Does not get the runner home from third, so there are 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 7th. Next up, Robert Downey Jr., who's 0 for 3 today. Normally plays first base. He's the designated hitter today. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Another left-handed hitter for the left-handed Chris Russin. Pitches high and tight, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And that ball is hit deep, but playable, and the side is retired. So Terrence Howard gets an RBI double and puts a run on the board at the end of 7. It's still a 5-run lead for the Dodgers. Dodgers 9, Avengers 4. Next up, Xander Bogaerts. 3 for 4 today. Fastball in there, strike 1. Slider in there, strike 2.
I got the count 0-2.
Misses outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was a waste pitch outside. See if he would chase. Deep drive, late step. It'll be in the corner. It bounces over for a ground rule double. That's hit number 4 today for Xander Bogaerts. Double number 45 on the season. And honestly, I think Idris Elba in right took a step in first before running back. And I think he, again, poor defense today, might be part of the reason why this team is losing. Stan Musial had a homer, a single. He's got 3 RBIs. His 136 runs batted in on the season. He's 2 for 4. Runner in scoring position here in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. He's out in front of the slider, strike 2. And it's a fly ball to center. There is I am Groot tagging and going to third. The throw to third is not in time. So on the out, the runner moves into third base. So with less than 2 outs, if they get another run, we can call this one done, says Reagan Gaming. I think you might be right. So is a runner at third and less than 2 outs for David Ortiz. This is a big moment in this game. And that pull is high. It is far. That ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Big Papi. Home run number 46 on the season. And not just 1 run is scored, 2 runs have scored on the 2-run home run, and it is 11-4 Dodgers. Stick a fork in it, folks. This one is done. You might be wondering to yourself, why aren't RC Robbin? Why aren't you just, simulating the rest of the game and skipping past it? Obviously, this one is a loss. I have played every inning of every game of this 162-game regular season, and the final game of the season is no different. I've won 104 games. When you win 104 games, you still lose 57, 58 games, and this is one of the losses, it looks like. Robbie Cano is up there with 1 out. 11-4 Dodgers. Late on the fastball, strike 1. The good news is Jose Castillo and Blake Trinan will not be on the playoff roster. I've been saving my better pitchers so that they can get a nice rest. Deep drive. Back goes the Winter Soldier to the track. Makes the catch for the second out. Gorgeous. Sing Venus, yes, that was deep. That was a deep home run by David Ortiz. Willie Calhoun is up with 2 outs. 1 for 3 with a double. Fastball in there, strike 1. Fouls it back, strike 2. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Misses inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaks his bat, pops it up. Wong is there in foul territory, makes the catch. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. They score 2 more times. It's 7.5. It's 11-4. Dodgers lead. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. I have to applaud you guys for watching through this mess of a game. Leading off the bottom of the 8th is Dave Bautista. He's 2 for 3. One of his starters. Normally he plays in right field. Today he's playing in first base. And he fouls it off, strike 1. Manager, bullpen, lefty, sit him down. Josh Brolin. No, actually, we're going to go Sam Jackson, warm him up. Sam Jackson scheduled to put him in the game. So, it's an 11-4 lead for the Dodgers. Dave Bautista is 2 for 3. Glad I could, but I got to go up to bed now. Sorry. No reason to be sorry, Reagan. Thank you so much for watching. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you for dropping that like. Have a great day. Have a great night. Good sleep. Merry Christmas. Or happy holidays, whatever. Thanks and have a Merry Christmas. You too. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. Happy everything. And he pops it up. Shallow center field. There is Steve Finley for out number 2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Next up, Benedict Wong, 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Russin still on the mound here, second inning of relief work. Just gets a piece of the cut fastball, strike 1. Sinking fastball, 0-2. Just gets a piece of the cutter to stay alive. 2 outs, bases empty. Bottom of the 8th. That looks like it's going to find its way in there for a single. 2-out single. He's going for second. He's going to get thrown out. Oh, he's out. 7-run deficit, and he's trying to take second. Doesn't make sense. But he's the backup catcher. The end of 8, 11-4, Los Angeles. Do you want to change pitchers here in the top of the 9th? Samuel L. Jackson will make his 37th appearance in this season. In the final game of the season, he's 7-6 with a 4.05 earned run average. And he will face Steve Finley. Looked like a strike, called the ball. Ball 1. Pops it up. Out of play. In the seats. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Misses, 2 balls, 1 strike. Fouls it back, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 9th. Dodgers have a 7-run lead in this final game of the regular season. Everything is locked up. Swing and a miss, struck him out on the curveball, 1 away. Everything's locked up. The Hollywood Avengers have won the National League West over the second-place Dodgers by winning 2 out of the first 3 games of this series. They finished with at least 104 wins. The most the Dodgers can have is 102 wins with the win today. Dodgers are a wild card. Even if they win this game 100-0, the Dodgers are still a wild card. In there, strike 1. So just trying to stay healthy. Pops it up behind home plate. Count is 0-2. Deep fly ball. Slicing. Foul. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. That was a bit scary. Thought it might be inside that foul pole. Ground ball to the pitcher. Nick Fury throws to first in time, 2 away.
Now batting.
Tucker Barnhart, switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Samuel L. Jackson. Is 1 for 4 with a single today. Here comes the pitch.
Nope.
Low ball 1 with the knuckler. Good thing that ball was low because it did not knuckle. Grounder to short. Backhanded by Terrence Howard. Throws to first. In time. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Avengers trail by 7. It's 11-4 Los Angeles. Idris Elba to lead off. It's been a long season. 162 games, every inning of every game. Anthony Bass is on the mound to finish out the game for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's 9-6 on the season. He will face Idris Elba. Idris has an RBI single today, 2 runs scored.
Number 63.
Checks his swing. Does not swing. Ball 1. See if we can make this game interesting. I don't expect to win a game where I'm losing by 7 runs, but let's see if we can make it interesting. Slow bouncer to Xander Bogaerts. Throws to first in time, 1 away. Next up, Vin Diesel. Singled in the 2nd. He is 1 for 3. Played center field today for Don Cheadle. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Xander throws to first. There are 2 away, and the Hollywood Avengers are down to the final out of the regular season. Out of the game and out of the regular season. Representing the final out of the season is Clark Gregg, who's 2 for 2 today with an RBI. Here's the pitch. Checks the swing, but in there for strike 1. Mr. Outlander, this game doesn't matter. It's game number 162. Everything's been locked up in the previous game.
Nope. Ball 1.
Outside, count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Avengers won the first 2 games of this 3-game set. They've won 104 games. The most games the Dodgers can win is 102. The Avengers are the National League West champions. They have locked up the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Let the rally start. Let the rally start. 2 outs in the 9th to Clark Gregg. They're down to their final strike of the game. That's a deep drive. I think that this will do it. Side retired, ball game over. Dodgers win the final game of the regular season 11-4. So the Avengers win 2 out of 3 at home against the Dodgers. Their 2 wins out of 3 gave them 104 wins and 58 losses to the Dodgers' 102 wins and 60 losses. In this particular final game matchup, Roy Oswalt wins game number 15. Bradley Cooper got the loss. He is 12-12 on the season. Xander Bogaerts 4 for 5 today with 3 doubles and 4 runs scored. So it's 11 runs, 17 hits, no errors for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hollywood Avengers 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. But don't go anywhere, folks. I'm actually going to jump out of the game, confirm the exit. We're going to go to the main menu screens. We're going to check out who the Hollywood Avengers will play in the National League Division Series, what team they'll play against best of 5. We will see. Okay, we don't. They're giving me a sponsorship. Quick sell, yes. So, back out. So as you can see, these are the league final standings. Avengers win the division, 104-58. Dodgers 102-60. So what we're going to do now is we are going to look at the stats first, the lineups. Anthony Mackie. So Anthony Mackie was the shortstop. Anthony Mackie plays Sam Wilson, or the new Captain America, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He had a .321 batting average for the season, 22 homers, 80 RBIs, but he also had 113 runs scored, 193 hits, 41 doubles, 14 triples, and 20 stolen bases on the season. Tom Holland wins a batting title. He has the best batting average in the National League at .355. He has 18 homers and 83 RBIs. Outlander was getting his last-minute Christmas stuff done. Totally understandable. I'm not going to be playing any games on Christmas Eve. Perhaps Christmas Day, but definitely not Christmas Eve. The next thing I'm going to be playing is Game 1 of the American League. Check that. Game 1 of the National League Division Series against, to be announced before I log off. We will know who the Hollywood Avengers are playing in the first round of the National League playoffs. So Tom Holland, .355, 18 homers, 83 RBIs. He also has 105 runs, 218 hits, 41 doubles, 7 triples, and 23 stolen bases. That was Tom Holland, or Spider-Man. Robert Downey Jr., .305, 26 homers, 107 RBIs. Mark Ruffalo, the catcher, the Incredible Hulk, .341, 37 homers, 142 RBIs. Chadwick Boseman, .338, 22 homers, 81 RBIs. Dave Bautista, .318, 15 homers, 77 RBIs. Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, .312, 13 homers, 61 RBIs, played half the season. Idris Elba, who played in the outfield half the year, .273, 10 homers, 57 RBIs. And Don Cheadle, the starting center fielder, .279, 15 homers, 74 RBIs. I'm curious to see Don Cheadle, 73 runs, 33 doubles, 22 stolen bases. No, check that. 17 stolen bases, Don Cheadle. All right, so let's go to the pitching staff really quickly. Pitching rotation. Chris Hemsworth, who was injured. I don't know when he's coming back. I'm scheduling to have him pitch Game 3 of the NLDS. Hopefully he is healed by then. Otherwise, that could cast some serious doubt over the playoffs for the Hollywood Avengers. Chris Hemsworth was the ace of the staff. He finished 21-7 with a 2.71 earned run average, and he is the front runner for the National League Cy Young Award winner. Scarlett Johansson, 12-7. Tom Hiddleston, 18-7. Chris Pratt, 16-6, and Bradley Cooper, 500 at 12-12. So those are the statistics for the Hollywood Avengers. Now, let's go to the calendar, and let's go one day at a time. We go this next game, we click this, and we press sim through date. Congratulations. the Avengers, MLB, have finished the season at 104-58 and have won their division. You will be taking on the winner of the wild card playoff game. The regular season has come to an end. Would you like to stop simulating? Yes, just for one reason and one reason only. Here is the playoff bracket. As you can see on the blue side, on the right side of your screen, facing the screen, the blue side is the National League. The LA Dodgers and the Pittsburgh Pirates are playing in a wild card division matchup. Is that the one-game matchup? Yes, that's the one-game matchup. The Dodgers are in a one-game playoff with the Pittsburgh Pirates to determine who plays the MCU in the NLDS. So we're going to find out who that is before we log off today. So let's back it up. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go back to the calendar. I'm going to go sim through date. Sim through date. Pittsburgh. The Los Angeles Dodgers lose out in the division that they could have won to the Hollywood Avengers. They get locked into playing a one-game playoff against the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they lose to the Pittsburgh Pirates. The matchups are as follows. The MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Hollywood Avengers will play in the first round of the playoffs against the Pittsburgh Pirates, starting after the holiday. Let's go to the calendar. And there is the matchup. Starting Thursday, October 1st, Chris Pratt, Bradley... No. That is not how we're doing it. Hold on. No. We're doing the pitching rotation a little differently than that. Tom Hiddleston is pitching game 1. Chris Pratt is pitching game 2. No, Chris Hemsworth is pitching game 3. Scarlett Johansson is pitching game 4. Bradley Cooper is in middle relief. There's no fifth starter in this playoff rotation. Let's just check this out. Stan Lee, Jeremy Renner. Okay. This is good. League awards. Tom Holland won the Silver Slugger Award for second baseman in the National League, best hitting second baseman. Dave Bautista won a Gold Glove Award for his defense in right field. And Chris Hemsworth won the Cy Young Award. Oh yeah, ha ha ha. Yes, injured list. Chris Evans is still injured. He's 15 days. All right, so let's rock and roll. Actually, you know what? If Chris Hemsworth is no longer hurt, I'm sorry. If Chris Hemsworth is no longer hurt, there's no reason to not have him start like this. We're doing that instead. All right, so anyway. Sorry for the delay. Manager, hold on. Let's go calendar. Okay, so here we go. Mike Scott versus Chris Hemsworth, game 1 of the NLDS, the next time we play. So this has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball. The next time we play an Avengers Baseball game, it will be time for the NLDS, first round of the National League playoffs, quest for the World Series Championship. In MLB The Show. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Reagan Gaming. Thank you, Sing Venus Unicorn. Thank you, Outlander. And anyone who else who has watched at any point in this 162-game marathon. It is truly a marathon to play 162 games, but it's not over yet. 11 more wins. 3 in the Division Series, 3 in the Championship Series, and 4 to win the World Series. 3 plus 3 plus 4 makes 11 wins. 11 more wins. Take care, Sing Venus. I will see you guys soon. Have a happy holiday. Have a Merry Christmas. Take care, everybody. See you soon.